Hello, I am here with Miguel. And Miguel, please introduce yourself.
Good morning, Ed. My name is Miguel.
And Miguel, where are you located?
I'm actually from Honduras, that is in Central America.
All right, outstanding. And to start, give us an idea about your educational background.
Sure, yes, I actually have a bachelor degree in letters, graduated in 2007.
Okay, super. And then you have experience working with U.S. law firms. Let's talk about that. The first one was a workers' compensation firm based out of Los Angeles. And can you give us an idea of what you did for them? Or I should say California. Can you give me an idea of what you did for them?
Sure. Actually, with them, I was as a legal assistant, as a paralegal as well. I was the initial contact. I was in my role was actually to be in charge of initial contact with the client, check what the claim was already submitted to the California State Workers' Compensation Department, and to gather all the medical records since the date of the incident. Confirm future appointments and checking with the adjuster the authorization to require that was required to initiate those treatments.
Okay. And was that conducted in both Spanish and in English?
That is correct. Yeah, we have clients that they were non-English speakers, so I have to translate for them or actually to give communication with them.
Okay, very good. And how many attorneys were in this part of the firm that you worked?
With that firm, actually, there were about four lawyers on the workers' comp department. I have the opportunity to work with two of them.
Okay, outstanding. And you were there about a year and a half or roughly or so, and then went with another firm out of Texas that did, pardon me, let's see, what did that firm, oh, immigration, that firm did, correct?
Immigration, yeah, immigration law.
Okay,
With them, I was in charge of assisting the family-based department. Um, My role was a deadline assistant, which was in charge of checking with the state court when were the hearings dated for, so we can actually have a deadline to gather all the information and creating the text to all the departments involved. So at the moment that the client have to go to the hearing, they were already with their cases complete and having all the documentations ready for it.
okay, and very good. And I would presume that was also done in both English and Spanish.
English and Spanish, that is correct.
All right.
In here as well, Ed, I was in charge of drafting some of the documentations requested by the U.S. court, right? Such as request of evidence, interview package. So that's
Okay, good. That's good to know. And how many lawyers were in that part of the firm that you worked with?
in this firm actually there were about eight lawyers. Since actually this role was part of the back office, I wasn't working with them directly, so there was like back office work.
Mhm.
But yes, there were about eight lawyers working on this firm.
Okay, all right, excellent. And then from there, you went with another firm that was in California that specialized in personal injury. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes,
Okay.
personal injury. They were specialized on the litigation process.
Okay. And what did you do there for them?
Okay, so in here as a legal assistant, I was in charge of collecting medical records from the date of the incident, right? And to confirm balances with the provider. Basically, I was the point of contact between the medical providers and the law firm.
Okay, all right. And I would imagine there also was both in Spanish and English.
The Spanish and English, that is
Very
correct.
good. Outstanding. And so, in all told, then it appears that you have about 3.5 years working with U.S. law firms.
That is correct. Over 3 years working now with the law firms.
Right. And so let me see. You have personal injury, immigration, and workers' compensation
As
experience.
compensation. That is
Okay.
correct. Ed.
Give us an idea of some of the software that you worked on when you're at these firms.
With the two initial law firms, actually, they were both similar in that they used the Salesforce platform called Litify. And on the last one, I was able to use what we call Filevine software.
All right, outstanding. So 3.5 years experience, three different practice areas of the law, and two primary software that you have experience with. An accurate summary?
Yes, you get it right.
Okay. And in Honduras is equivalent to the US Mountain Time Zone. So that makes you easily work for any time zone in the country, in the US.
That is correct. Actually, if California and Texas, they were both like I believe that we have 1 hour difference, so it's really manageable for me to adapt to those schedules.
Very good. All right. Well, Miguel, very good. Well, thank you for your time this morning, and look forward to us speaking again soon.
You Ed, you have a nice rest of the day as well. Thank you very much for your time.
You bet.